The Area 51 assault was truly devastating to many people. I myself am a survivor. I am here today to talk to you about the horrors of being a part of something that was just a joke. It all started that morning. I woke up out of bed on a beautiful July morning and decided to make my favorite cereal, saltine crackers, and then I got the lemon juice for saltine and lemon crackers. I got the crackers and proceeded to enjoy what I thought was going to be a normal breakfast for me. I decided to go on Facebook to see what new ads they were suggesting me, when all of a sudden I noticed that one of my friends was interested in an event labeled Storm Area 51. I clicked on the page and I decided to join the revolution and free the Martians. The day was finally upon us. I got my gear ready to storm into Area 51, and I drove to the nearest airport to fly to Nevada. When I arrived, I called an Uber to come pick me up, to take me to Area 51. My Uber arrived. Something was off about his appearance, but I shrugged it off and enjoyed my ride. When I got back to the base to enjoy a nice gathering of all the other weebs that have decided to join in on the meme, we all got in groups, and my group was the aerial unit. Our job was to provide a safe getaway for people. The other pilots' names were Roger Murdoch and Clarence Over and Victor, but Victor didn't have a last name. The plane was scheduled to take some people to the opposite side of the base to get in through the back screen door. Shortly after we got into the air, we were shot down by anti-air cannons. I was the only survivor when the plane crashed. As soon as I got out of the flaming wreckage, I whipped out my binoculars to see all of these weebs getting gunned down by the American military. I decided to walk up to the screen door to see if I could still get in, but the military decided that they would deal with me by letting loose the prototype robot that they decided to create. The robot decided to charge at me. I started to run from the robot, but when he was chasing me, he was also gaining on me. I started to run towards a bunker in the distance, and I shut the door behind me to make sure that the robot has not followed me, and the robot took the door and whipped it open. As soon as the robot opened up the door, I decided to jump out and tackle him and run to the nearest car. I radioed back to the leader to the raid, and it turns out that some people managed to get out alive with Martians and other technology. I needed the rest because I needed to get back to the main base to make sure that we got enough stuff to expose the government. As I finished my snack, I see this red speck in the distance, and I wait for it to get closer. Once he got close enough, I could see that it was the robot coming back for me. The car turns around, opened up to reveal the robot fully loaded with an experimental LMG aimed right at me. I tried to ditch my car, but the robot grabbed me and knocked me out.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! I will murder your life! I will murder you!
Robot came in, and I was nervous that he was going to attack me again, but it turns out that Scott Bradford had disabled the robot by hacking into its systems before Scott was brutally attacked by a bucket.
My name's Scott Bradford. I'm 19. I'm going to be 20 in, December.
The monster was destroyed, and the only thing left that I had to do was return to base. Once I got back to base, I was greeted by something in the corner. It was an alien, and I decided to adopt him and name him Jurgen. I taught him to do many things. I acted like he was my son.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy, cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man or whether we're talking sun to sun, 'cause he's my best friend. Yeah, he's my best friend. La la, ba da 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 ya, ba da 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 ba, ba da 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 ya, ba da da beep beep, bo bo bye, rubba dubba beep, bo bye, rubba dubba beep, bo bye, whoops. People, let me tell you about my best